It's still unofficial, but Korean immigrants and students all recognize that Alston is home to what is considered Koreatown. Koreatown essentially starts from the corner of Commonwealth Avenue and Harvard Avenue, going all the way to Cambridge Street. There's about 3,000 Koreans in the Boston area, with about 20,000 in Massachusetts alone. Harvard Avenue is home to the majority of Korean businesses here. A couple of businesses lie along Cambridge Street and Brainerd Street, with a karaoke bar and pool hall and several other restaurants. The town is still young and growing. It follows a similar pattern of all other Koreatowns, where they've established themselves in a multi-ethnic neighborhood. There's a strong presence of Brazilian-owned businesses in Koreatown.
The pool is hot.
The majority of Korean businesses are restaurants. Some are still fairly new, such as Korea Garden, a popular restaurant that's about 2 years old. Seoul Bakery is a little over 10 years old. Most of the businesses here are family-owned, immigrants who have come to seek a better life for future generations. At Miriam Oriental Groceries, the family acquired the building back in '91 through a friend who owned it back in '74. Now, Steve, who works with his parents, catered to immigrants and students alike who want to rekindle with Korean cuisine.
Business isn't as good as it used to be. Combination of the economy, the H Mart in Burlington.
All right.
There's smaller stores here and there, but it makes it tougher for us.
There are other services such as Sound Scissors, where the majority of customers to get their haircuts are Korean. Because several universities surround Alston, some businesses target the younger audiences who have money to spend on entertainment such as Jin's Karaoke. Myung-Sul Chang is the president and publisher of the Korean newspaper Boston Korea, which is distributed throughout Massachusetts and parts of New Hampshire and Rhode Island. The paper focuses on all types of issues for Korean immigrants, but he has noticed little political representation or power Koreans have for their street.
It called the Koreatown, really Koreatown, but actually the Korean people not, have any power in this street. We do not have any organization represent us, and we do not have such a good relationship with some organizations who make this street better. The Korean people, they are mainly focused on their business, and they kind of neglect such a big issues.
Ultimately, the town is still small and will take time to grow in order to flourish. The town needs a larger influx of Korean immigrants and more organizations to hold a political stronghold in their street, which is why it isn't yet considered an official Koreatown.